Hello and welcome. Today we're changing the transmission oil on a Mitsubishi with a diesel engine. The transmission is a manual, 6 gears. First of all, make sure that you know what you're doing, that you're safe, and if you're not comfortable, please pay someone to do the thing for you. First, jacking the car up safely.
Sorry?
Looks professional.
Yeah, it is.
And as you can see, the lady just said that it's professional. Of course, that's a lie. These are where the screws were for the cover of the engine from underneath. You just remove it and you will have access to the engine from underneath. This is the starter or the marsh, the thing that runs the car when you first put the ignition on. This is where you use the 19 to open up the bottom screw to change the oil. This is where the oil comes out from. Now this is the transmission. What we're doing today is we're changing the transmission oil. This is where the oil comes out, and this is where you check the oil or put the new oil in. Okay, so let's get started. Bismillah. Here we're just loosening up the bolts using the ratchet, and I had to wait because that guy was crossing the screen. Yep, that guy. Next thing is I'm gonna loosen up the other bolt. So this bolt that was just loosened is where the oil comes out from. I'm gonna also loosen the other bolt and insert the tube which I'll be using to put the oil in. Always use the flat thing that you can find easily on Amazon to get the oil, otherwise you might end up with a situation like this where oil just goes everywhere. Also the oil here is pretty thin. That's not how it should be. Oil should be thicker in order to lubricate. That's why we're changing the oil. Make sure the car is level when it's draining so that all the oil or old oil comes out. That's why I'm lowering the car now. Afterwards, of course, you'll have to jack the car up again to close the bolt, and I'm gonna just remind you to do that safely and how professional I look when I'm...
Yeah, it is.
Just use a torque wrench, for God's sake. You're gonna over tighten the bolt and you will probably damage it, and you're gonna be in so much trouble. Just use a torque wrench and you'll find the torque that you need to set it up to in the user manual. Now I'm lowering the car again because I want to fill it up when it's level again, so that I know when the oil reaches the level that I would want it to be at, which is basically 2 liters in that car. The reason why I have this there is to catch any excess oil if I find some dripping oil outside when it's full. So guys, we're now using the oil inside this contraption that we made. It goes down there into, not sure if you can see it, I hope you can. Yes, there it is. Into the opening from which the oil goes in, being or having access to this, I'll probably clamp it with the instrument that I have here as soon as I feel oil dripping outside. Okay, so let's give the signal. And now, as you can see, oil has been changed. Don't forget, by the way, to put a new washer. This is a new washer, and the other one as well. This is a new washer. Old ones are here, old washers. Please don't forget to dispose the oil appropriately. Don't just throw it away somewhere. Make sure that you know where to take it before you do the whole procedure. Thank you.